Hi there, this is Nadia with Now What. I'm coming to you today from the Minaroo track. I'm about to interview track superstar Carson. He's going to tell us all about what it takes to team build in track. Although track's an individual sport, there's a lot of team building involved. Let's hear what he has to say. Okay, we are live.
How's it going? My name's Carson Bradley. I'm a sprinter with K-Jax and I also run for my school, McMath. I've been doing track since about grade 6 when my elementary coach introduced me to the sport because I was struggling with finding a sport that fit me. I did soccer, I did hockey, and track's really what stuck with me. I've been doing cross country and track since then, and I joined K-Jax when I was in grade 7. I've been doing cross country since I've been in grade 6, and I've jumped in between the different running events as well. I've done some throws and some jumps since I was little, but mainly the last couple of years I've been focusing on the 400 meter and 200 meter sprints.
And so I know that track is an individual sport.
Mm-hmm.
All of the events are individuals, and yet you belong to a track club.
Yes.
And so what I'm wondering about is how do you team build in a club where all of the events are individual?
With the track club, it's difficult because everyone has an individual event. The throwers will generally train with just the throwers. The runners will train predominantly in their category, whether it be sprints or long distance, and then jumpers will jump by their own. For team building with track and field, it's important to integrate everyone and do events where everyone's together. For K-Jax, that involves barbecues, and we do an awards night at the end where everyone comes together and celebrates the accomplishments that everyone's had over the season, as well as having team building activities, whether that be events or activities where everyone participates and does something specific, whether it be a general preseason workout or goal setting activities. That's one thing that's important, is everyone gets together and we set goals for what our season will be. And that's something for track and field that even though it's an individual sport, everyone can come together and set goals that everyone can see and understand. As a team, we'll do events together. For instance, this year we went to the University of Washington and there was a track meet where we all competed together. They're usually shorter meets so everyone can see each other compete and cheer each other on. Then there are other meets like the provincial championships where we all get together and cheer each other on as we compete.
And so I'm making an assumption that there's kids who are in different grades, different ages, who are all coming together. Is there mentorship opportunities within the club or within the school team?
Yes, there's actually, I've been doing that some of myself. For us, we have at the club, there's the JD, which stands for Junior Development, as well as the high school and high performance group. As a high school athlete, if you're between grade 8, 9, 10, you usually will just train and learn from the other more experienced athletes and the coaches. But when you get to about my age, grade 11, grade 12, or even past that, you can start to train the junior athletes and help out, volunteer with the younger athletes.
And how do you think that impacts team building, the mentorship?
It helps it a lot because as a team, you get together, you inspire one another is partly it. You see the younger athletes will see you compete and do well and have success, and they'll want to join in. So I have two favorite athletes. My first favorite athlete is Andre De Grasse, the Canadian sprint star. He's one of my favorite athletes because of his ability to always perform when it's needed. I've had a personal experience with him because this year at the Harry Jerome International Track Classic, I was able to race against him with my relay team, and before the race I fist bumped him, and then at the end of the race we hugged, and it was really special. We didn't come close to his team, but it was still an incredible experience, and just his impact on Canadian track and field has been phenomenal, and it's really a pleasure to always watch him. My second favorite track and field athlete is the great Usain Bolt. He's just been so fun to watch over the last couple years, and it's really a shame that he's had to retire from track, but it was great seeing him when he did run. The reason I like him is because he really changed track and field as a sport. You know, back when he started in 2008, track was kind of a a sport that not a lot of people watched. It was just kind of, it happened at the Olympic Games and there were a couple of meets, but then when he came onto the stage, people who never even watched track before would watch just to watch him run because of his ability to turn what was such a serious and concentrated sport into something where he would dance and make fun of other competitors and make faces at the camera. And it's just something I really admired because, it's tough to just relax and have fun sometimes as an athlete, but his ability to do that is really inspiring, and it's a reason why he's one of my favorite athletes.
Carson, thank you so much. That was fantastic.